Welcome back to another reaction for I Want to End This Love Game Episode 5.
お待たせしました。
ありがとうございます。スプーンが2本。2人で食べろってか？とんでもねえ油投入してきたな、ひなこさん。
I mean, you are not getting anywhere without help, so she's just helping.
かわいい。
落ち着け。動揺を悟られたらまたマウント取られてしまう。せっかくスプーン2本つけてくれてるからお前も食えよ。
You could have used this opportunity to just have the one spoon and feed her. Right?
いいの？やったー。いただきまー。あ、この状況ってなんか。
ああ、どうした？手が止まっているぞ。もしかして恋人同士っぽいなとか思ってドキッとしたか？
勝手に決めないでくれる？これくらいなっちゃんとだってするから。なんだったらスプーン1本でも全然いいし。はい、どうぞ。
Why do they have to add the whole did it make your heart race? Because if they didn't add that, this would have been a nice back and forth.
反撃してきやがった。なんかちゃんとイチゴソースとのバランスがいい感じのところを救ってくれてるし、つうかこいつ顔赤くね？これで照れてないっていうつもりか？ずるいぞ、いい加減降参しろよ。
あれ？なんかフリーズしてない？もしかしてドキッとしちゃった？
You have to eat.
何言ってんだ、アホらしい。
パクってした。アホって言った方がアホなんだからね。
And now you have to counterattack. You have to be like, see, it was that easy. And then you take a little bit and you offer her also a bite, you know? Quid pro quo. Everything for the game.
それにこういうことされてドキッとするのはお前の方だろ。ほら、
ここで引いたら負けになっちゃう。ユキヤに女の子として認めてもらうまでは絶対に負けたくない。
Yes. Go on.
Oh.
間抜けな顔になってるぞ。
You can't do that. Not only for the game, also if she likes, I mean, you saw her blushing, you are like, oh, she's blushing. Can you just accept that she likes you? This would probably be a big moment for her. Why didn't you give that to her? I just wish they wouldn't push the game too much. At least not disrupt the game by saying, oh, it's a game. My childhood friend comes in the morning. Now, in Japanese, probably fine title. In the West, I feel like you could misunderstand that a little bit.
いただきます。うまっ。
Oh. Mom, night shift must have been tough. I made your favorite cheese katsu today. Oh, but she didn't take it? Why not? Or she just made it. Right, because she ate it. She just made the food and was like, Mom, I made you some food. Here you go.
ごちそうさまでした。
Yeah, guys could never.
これで今日こそユキヤをドキッとさせてやる。
If you don't have a 37-in-1 shampoo, don't talk to guys about shower and bathing, I guess. She did not say great. I know it may be a little bit of a shock, but that did not mean great. I know the subtitles, it's Japanese, there's a lot of symbolism in the language, but that did not mean great in any way. But even in a sarcastic way.
お母さん、パンもう一枚もらっていい？
Now that makes a lot more sense.
卵ダメになっちゃった。
Also, the eggs are not ruined. I would eat them. Give them to me. I eat them.
前より形にはなってんだけどな。火力が強すぎたのか？
ミクちゃんじゃない？
いや、まだ早くないか？
おはよう。早くてごめんね。
髪下ろしてる。どうした？何かあったのか？
うん。ちょっとお願いがあってさ。昨日体育で突き指しちゃって髪が上手に結べなくって。だから髪結んでくれない？
ああ、入れよ。
ありがとう。
つうか。
He was all like, oh, and could you please, I don't want to bother you, make my hair. Yeah, come in. Okay, thank you. Where was the whole bashfulness?
大丈夫か、指。
Gone in an instant.
仕掛けてきやがった。こいつ心の準備が整わない朝の時間を狙って奇襲を。はい、
綺麗に結んでね。
眩しくて見れない。おう。
First off, how about you just come in? I'm eating my breakfast. You can talk a bit. Then you can sit on the couch and I make your hair.
髪結ぶくらいどうってことないわ。若菜の髪を何度結んでやったと思ってるんだ。編み込みの速さに至っては履歴書に書いていいレベル。こんな髪触らせてドキッとさせよったって。うわ、髪やば。めっちゃいい匂いする。
I mean, at least he's not brushing her teeth,
なん
right?
かつけてきただろ。
そう、パパが昨日送ってくれたんだ。あれれ、どうした？デート待ってない？もしかしてドキッとしちゃった？
お前の髪が鼻の穴に入ってくしゃみ出そうだったんだよ。 背中向けて好きだらけのくせに調子乗りやがって。お前さ、突き指って嘘だろ。
嘘じゃないよ。
髪も結べないやつがそんな綺麗に包帯巻けるか。朝からこんな手の込んだことまでして。
I mean, he's right. It is a pretty silly lie. Now, she assumed this would be a good way to attack him. The question is, how can he counterattack? The whole time I'm thinking about maybe he could give her a massage, scalp massage, right? That could be pretty good before you make her hair naturally. Otherwise, I don't really know how he's going to counter, really.
ほんと甘えん坊だなお前は。昔はお前も若菜と一緒で頭撫でられるの好きだったよな。あー、でももう意識するようになっちゃったか。
He stole that from one of those romance mangas, right?
はい、お前の負けな。
チューした。ついにやりやがった。先生、こいつやりました。なにキモ。なんでそんなことしていいと思ったの。
また少女漫画テクは不発か。
You should also not have this kind of reaction. It went a little bit too far. It's one thing to be like very surprised, but calling it you and stuff, going a little too far.
子供の頃といえばさ、私ユキヤの耳触るの好きだったんだよね。やっぱユキヤ柔らかいね。
ちょっと。
あれ、耳あったかくなってきたよ。もしかしてドキドキしてる？
気のせいだ。お前の方が柔らかいだろ。自分の触っとけよ。
じゃあ比べてみる？
え？
This is where sister comes in, right? Yeah.
そうだな。
Sure.
耳マッサージは自律神経を整えるしダイエット効果もあると言われているからな。
ウーパールーパーなの？
若菜もやった方がいいんじゃないか？
いい。
I don't want to flirt with you two. You can do that with each other.
それよりもう8時になるけど。
もう？
私カバン取ってくる。
靴出してやろうか？
いいってば、照れ隠しで絡んでくるのうっざ。当たり前だけど手大きくなってたな。また髪結んでもらおうかな。行ってきます。
You are someone who wakes up pretty early, makes food and stuff. Why not? If you enjoy the time.
高校の制服もいいけど中学の制服も可愛かったよな。そういや中学の制服ってどうしたんだ？
ママ パの友達の娘さんにあげようかなって。来年入学だって。
Don't go
どうし
cosplay.
た？残念そうな顔して。着てほしいのか？着せてどうするつもりだ変態。
情緒のないやつだな。お前には制服に思い入れとかないのか？
This was not her middle school uniform, right? It looks different. It looks grayish. Okay, maybe different colorization. Grayish blue to blue. Okay.
ユキヨがそこまで言うなら取っといてあげよっかな。
おお、そうか。
She's not going to wear it whenever she's grown up.
何が情緒だ。あの顔絶対着てほしいんだ。たまに変態だしあいつ。これ着て迫ったら。
How about you made a move on him? Period. Doesn't matter what you wear. The less you wear, the easier it is to see. Because you want him to see you as a girl, right? If you have little to no clothes, he's going to see you as a girl. He can't really help it. Let's go to the beach, as example.
いやいやいや、これじゃ私が変態じゃん。
Too late. I mean, you wanted him to make your hair. You touched his earlobes because you like touching them, right? You're not a hardcore pervert, but you are somewhat of a pervert.
なあ、若菜。なんで門限あるからって切り上げなかったんだ。
友達の悩み事の相談に乗ってて、時間見てなくて連絡し忘れちゃった。
本当だろうな。そんなおしゃれしてか？こんな時間まで？どこで話してたんだ？友達って誰だ？
Yeah, who's your friend? Is he male? Where were you going? With a male friend? What were you doing? With a male? I mean, that is essentially what he's like, you know? And it seems like their rule is that she has to be home at some specific point, the curfew, okay. Or she needs to tell them, hey, I'm coming later. And then everything is fine. Totally reasonable. It doesn't hurt to be that way, right? It is a little bit sad that we have to do that in a modern society. Especially because we have to do it mostly for girls and not for boys. I didn't really have much of a curfew, so my parents probably were never really worried about me, something happening. I don't know if my sister ever had one, to be totally fair. On the other hand, I do live in somewhat of it was a high trust society. So there was never really any danger to be had.
友達って男か？女か？
私さっきまでお母さんに全く同じ説教されたとこなの。1時間。
I mean, if that happened, you should have been there. You should have been with the mom. Yeah, I mean, she's totally right. Don't do the same lecture again. Just be like, be short, be to the point. Tell us when you have a curfew. Tell us when you are late. Listen to mom. She told you a bunch. We love you. Good night.
お母さんに連絡しなかったのは反省してるけど、お兄まで責めてこなくていいじゃん。
いや、俺はお前のことが心配で。
いろいろめんどくさいんだよ。なんで全部お兄に話さないといけないわけ？お兄はさ、私が裏で悪いことするやつだって思ってるんでしょ。
そういうわけじゃないけどな。
もうい いい、あっち行って。
はいはい。
This is exactly what you don't want to happen. You want the parents, they are the ones that need to set boundaries, they need to be the ones that punish the children, stuff like that. And as a sibling, even though you share the same views as the parents, you want to be positioned in a way where she can open up to you a bit more about stuff that she maybe don't want to tell her parents. What if she has a boyfriend, as an example? Maybe she doesn't want to tell her parents, but if you are in a good position with her, she may tell you. Then you know, okay, she has a boyfriend. Naturally, this is under the assumption you are not going to tell the parents. And then you have a little bit more of extra information. Should something happen, for some reason, then you can share with the parents, and then you have like more information that you would not have otherwise. Different approach would be become friends or connect with one of her friends, or have the girl, I don't remember her name, the female main character, have her connect with your sister. You need more information. You just in case. Probably don't need it. It doesn't hurt.
やってしまった。
あ、ユキヤ、用事終わったし、一回行けるよ。
So first off, it's 9. So I guess 8 or so was the point where she was supposed to be home. It also is a main thing that there are some parts that you don't want to share with your parents. As example, what if a friend wanted her to keep her company because she went through some bullshit and she didn't want to air out that laundry in front of the parents. So this is where you as a brother would be able to understand, okay, I see why you were outside, why you were late. Don't forget the curfew. Don't forget to message us. And then maybe he can be her ally, you know. Positioning, I feel like, is important for siblings. Additionally, she's talking on the phone. How? Where's the phone? Oh, there's the phone. I'm stupid. I didn't see the phone.
どうした？なんかへこんでる？
いや、ちょっと若菜とな。
ああ。やっぱさ、ちょっとコンビニでも行かない？
うん。まあ、ちょうど甘いもん食いたかったしな。
だっさー、若菜ちゃんに嫌われてやんの。で、へらってんだ。ユキヤは若菜ちゃんに過干渉気味だからな。門限は大事だけど、しつこく詮索するからうざがられるんだよ。もうちょっと信頼してあげたら。
だから信頼してるしてないじゃなくて、普通に危ないだろ。夜遅くに帰ってきたらあいつ可愛いし。
わかるけどさ、でもお兄ちゃんがうるさいからっていやいや切り上げて嫌われるよりさ、楽しく遊んでニコニコで帰ってきてくれたら嬉しくない？
Okay.
Nico, nah.
Little bit aggressive, but sure. Again, I mean, you can still remedy that situation. You just need, because as my sister would put it, it's like, you know, your siblings are the only ones you have left in like 30, 40 years. So try to have an amicable relationship with them.
本当に若菜ちゃんが困った時に助けてあげたら？
バカか。そんなドラマみたいにタイミングよく止められないからこうやって言うんだろう。事前に心配したらうざがるくせにピンチになったら助けろって。バカじゃねえの。
でもピンチになったらさっそうと現れるヒーローってかっこよくない？
はあ、こいつ。お前も気をつけろよ。顔だけはいいんだから。
は？何それ？っていうか全然余裕だし。大丈夫大丈夫。だって私のグー結構痛いし、いざとなったら走って逃げるし、私足速いし。
はあ。
だから何そのため息？
いやいやマジやべえってそれ。
半端なくやばくね？
お
やばくてやばいっしょ。
やばいが整ってるわ。整ってんの逆にやばくね？
I mean, we all were in this position one way or another where we went down the street, some people came from the other side, maybe drunk, maybe not, maybe loud, and you felt they are off somehow. You don't trust them because you don't know if something could happen, so you are a little bit more careful. Totally understandable. Even though in most cases they probably are just totally fine people that don't bother anyone.
ほら見ろ。
そんなに心配ならさ、ユキヤが守ってくれたら嬉しいんだけどな。
こっちの気も知らんで。
あれ？あれ？
What? About what I'm going through. Don't be an asshole about something you put yourself in, about the situation you put yourself in. It's not her fault you are jealous or envious or whatever feelings you have. That is a you problem, not a her problem. And if you are really scared something is going to happen to her, then make her your girlfriend. Easy. Or better, marry her.
若菜ちゃんの気持ちわかる気がするんだよね。初めて包丁を使う時、初めてお友達とお出かけする時、女の子って何かにつけてあれこれ言われるものでってなるの。私もそうだったし、その時はうるさーって思うけど、それは大切に思ってくれてるからで、そんなの嬉しいに決まってるし。若菜ちゃんもユキヤの心配分かってくれてるよ。いつもお兄ちゃんしてたもんね。転ばないように手つないだり、泣いてたらずっとそばにいたり、悲しい時は頭撫でたり、友達の輪に入れない時声かけたり。
そんなことを若菜にしてやったっけ？
おー、なんかちょっと盛っちゃったかもしんないな。だからさ、心配は十分分かってるはずだし。
So she's talking about herself mostly? I no. Some parts are from the sister, some of herself. Okay.
だからさ、心配は十分分かってるはずだし。 お兄ちゃんには叱られるんじゃなくて味方になってほしかったんじゃないかな。お兄まで攻めてこなくていいじゃん。
どうだかな。
半分こ。ちょっとやりすぎな時もあるけど、そういうちゃんとお兄ちゃんしてるところが
いつも食ってるやつ新しいの出てたぞ。
ユキヤのいいとこなんだよね。ありがとう。
若菜に言い過ぎたとは思ってるけどさ、同じこと起きたら俺また言っちゃうと思うわ。んでまた絶対若菜怒るし、したらさ、
ぐちぐちうるさいお兄より私のこと分かってくれるチャラお兄ちゃんの方が好き。
おい、お兄ちゃん見てる？
I mean, if your assumption is if you continue, she's going to end up like this, then maybe you don't.
もうお兄いらない。バイバイ。
って若菜取られちゃうかも。
バカじゃん。大丈夫だよ。信用してあげなって。
またお前はそうやって簡単に。信用とかって話じゃなくて、いつまでも兄のそばにいる妹なんていないだろ。俺こんなだし、イケメンが楽しそうなこと言ったらホイホイついてっちゃうかもしれないだろ。
I mean, why not?
ユキヤはお兄ちゃんとしてかっこいいから大丈夫だよ。はーい、テレターン。
茶化すなお前もずっとそばにいてくれるか？
何？
別に。若菜、アイス買ってきたんだけど。あ、
I mean, bribes work pretty well.
あのさ、さっきはちょっと言い過ぎたわ。信用してないわけじゃないんだけど、まあぐじぐじしつこかったわ。
まあ私も心配かけたの悪かったし。
あとこれ借りてたやつ、また続き借りてもいいか？
いいよ。アイスありがとう。
Oh yeah, all the sticky notes. Ooh, ooh. Now, on the original sticky notes, the whole purpose is that you can do that without damaging the paper, right? Because their adhesive is strong enough to put on, but weak enough to just pull off really easily. It may still leave some residue behind, but it should be fine.
ちょっとまたこんな貼りっぱなしやめてって言ったじゃん。
ごめん若菜、今剥がすから。
もうお兄のバカ。
Again, I don't really know if sticky notes are bad for the paper or not. Again, I'm pretty sure it's weak enough. So you could just pull it off. No problems. The paper is not going to be damaged. It may leave some residue, but I'm not really sure. I mean, we did not really progress, right? We didn't get closer. Not much. We are just edging our way through progress.